All right, good morning. Hey, it's Anthony Bandiero here, attorney and senior legal instructor for Blue to Gold Law Enforcement Training, bringing another roadside chat from Rapid City, South Dakota. Actually, this place is gorgeous right now. It's really nice. So this question comes from an officer in Alabama, and he asks, does Plain View give you the authority to search the entire room without a warrant? Provide some context here. Officers enter a house for a legal reason. Think domestic violence. While talking with the victim, they notice drugs lying in a chair in the bedroom. That's Plain View. So far, so good. Can officers then search the entire bedroom where the drugs were found, or would they need a warrant to further search the bedroom? All right. So the answer is no. They're not going to be able to search under Plain View. So there's a couple doctrines here. There's Plain View, and there's search, incident to arrest, and there's exigency. So Plain View is basically right to be, right to see. If you're lawfully present and you are using your God-given senses, then you can, if you see something that's immediately apparent as contraband, then that is Plain View. But Plain View as a doctrine doesn't necessarily answer the access question. I always want you to know that in my pea brain, Plain View and Plain View Seizure are actually two different things, right? Plain View is, again, right to be, right to see. And I also want you to know, the courts use that, contraband is immediately, apparent. I want you to know that that's an old, antiquated requirement. No longer do courts require it to be immediately apparent. In other words, it's not like you have to look at the drugs and think immediately to yourself, oh my God, that's drugs. Or you look at a piece of property and you think to yourself, oh my God, that is stolen. That was in a report, a week ago. Instead, it just has to be apparent as contraband, evidence, fruits, or instances of a crime without manipulation. Okay, now Plain View Seizure adds an additional element, which is lawful access. For example, you're walking by a house, you look through the window, you see drugs. That's Plain View, right on the sidewalk. But that doesn't mean you can go in there. Okay, back to where we're at here. So we have Plain View, definitely. We have Plain View, we have access, right? Because there's no additional intrusion that the cop has to make in order to gather the drugs. Good. Now let's talk about searching the rest of the house. So this would fall under probably the closest Supreme Court case that I can just think off the top of my head is Chimel. Chimel talks about you arrest somebody, and you get to search those areas in their immediate control, for evidence, weapons, means of escape, and so forth. But Chimel actually involved, and what the cops did there was actually search the entire house for evidence, right? And the U.S. Supreme Court said, no, you can't do that. Even if you have probable cause, you only can search that area in the immediate control of the arrestee, until they're removed from the house. So that would directly, in my view, violate Chimel. So the last point is exigency. If cops had exigency, they could, of course, search for evidence, but there is no exigency here, right? I mean, the house can be locked down. There's no evidence or facts or circumstances that evidence is going to be destroyed before a warrant can be obtained. So that's the answer. And almost certainly, if cops proceeded to search for more drugs, opening up dresser drawers and medicine cabinets and whatever, a duffel bag, and found 2 kilos of coke, I guess we can try to save it with inevitable discovery by trying to argue, Your Honor, we would have gotten a warrant anyway. But if I was the judge, I wouldn't allow that, because if you would have to have evidence that you were going to get the warrant, right? And those facts don't exist here either under inevitable discovery. So the point is that's what's going on. Great question. I hope it helps. If you like what we're doing here at Blue to Gold, all we ask is that you like, subscribe, share with your friends, spread the word so that we can help you get it right every single time. And until next time, I'm out.